Hi there, Malcolm here with my 48th Booktube video, and today I'll be doing a book review on The Fade by Chris Wooding. On a planet where the inhabitants live almost exclusively underground, there's a war. It's a war between two peoples, the cause of which neither side can really remember, but they've always fought and so will continue to fight. During one such skirmish, a highly trained warrior, spy and assassin is captured, and she ends up in a prisoner of war labour camp. And this is the story of her capture and escape, and a few twists and turns along the way. Firstly, I really enjoyed how rich and diverse this world that Chris has created, and it transpires that this planet is actually a moon around a gas giant, and is filled with a very rich and diverse ecosystem. And I'm not just talking about the animals, the plants, the funguses, but also of the different people types. And there are certainly a few subspecies of what are the people these people are. And they come across as mostly human in some aspects, but there are certainly variations on the theme. And in that, it is classed as a fantasy, and it is certainly of that technological level, but this also could very easily be a science fiction story where this planet was once colonised millennia ago and has been since forgotten by the main galactic conglomerate or whatever. I'll say the biggest letdown is the fact that the majority of the story is a standard hero's been captured, they're in prison, and they've got to try and escape. I mean, it reads really well, with some great characters in it, and the escape itself is pretty good. But the book isn't particularly thick, and a good chunk of it is taken up with that part of the plot. However, I did like how the book was chopped up, where we start at around chapter 30 and progress on from there. But simultaneously, not quite alternative chapters, but certainly throughout the book, the chapters will go down, 29, 28, so on. And each of those chapters is a time before the opening chapter. In some cases it's a week or a month, or even years have passed in between these jumps backwards. And so by the end of the book, I think we're at chapter, 50 or something, in the progression from where we started, and chapter 1, or possibly even 0, featuring our main character when she's a little girl, and first comes across some of the key plot points that feature later on in her lifetime. It's not the first book to do this sort of thing, but I did like the way the chapter numbers worked out like that. Though it did take a little getting used to start with, just to work out just what was going on. But by the third or fourth flashback, I got the fact that these were sequentially a bit earlier each time. The twist at the end, I don't think I saw coming, if a bit coincidental perhaps. And the ending itself, that's a tough one. I'm a little undecided whether I liked it or not. Chris certainly subverted expectations there. I suppose I'm satisfied with it enough, but then had it gone the way I wanted it to have gone, it wouldn't have done anything new or different. So there is that. And I also liked how the title, The Fade, had different meanings depending on which peoples were talking about it. The Fade referred to the main character, but different peoples used that phrase in very different ways and very different meanings. That was nice. Definitely worth buying. So, have you read The Fade? If so, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, or if not, feel free to ask me some questions about it. Please do leave me your thoughts in the comment section down below, but as always, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. And also, no spoilers, please. Until next time, see you later.